Don't get in my way now.
It's time for Gumiho to try to kill 4 players. He has to if FXOpen is going to advance today against TSL.
Yeah, he indeed has to take down 4 of them, and this is going to be very difficult since Ragnarok is probably the easiest player that he's going to face today.
Yeah, that's actually, I mean, that's like so, it's like so simple to say it like that, but it's actually true.
If he gets past Ragnarok, there are players like Hyun, Symbol, Hold, Revival, Shine that are just waiting for him. And it's going to be very difficult. Also, another thing, we have Grand Lagoon as the map, and this means that the maps that are left in the pool, if we get past this game, are Muspelheim, Whirlwind, and a Bristol City. It's like, what?
It's looking nasty.
All of those maps are a 10 player's nightmare against Zerg.
Well, it's not all good for TSL.
All of them, but still. TSL is looking at a very, very comfortable situation. Can't get complacent here, but things are looking good.
Well, if you're a TSL fan, one thing I will tell you that might break your heart and disappoint you is that I did ask Polt why he was wearing that. I said, are you wearing that because you think it looks good, or are you trying to make a statement, or are you cold? And he said, no, I'm really cold today. So, sorry to disappoint everyone, but
I guess that's fine. We are heading into the last match of the day. Maybe is Gumiho able to win a game against Ragnarok, or will the Zerg player for TSL all kill? We're gonna find out right now. The map is loading. It is Grand Lagoon.
that's my intro song, man.
Bottom left of Grand Lagoon starts the last player for FXOpen. He has to defeat 4 players if FXO is going to win this team battle today. His ID is...
FXO!
He played in Korea yesterday, was able to win against Boom Boom Prime with a 2-1 and advance into the 3rd round of the tournament. Today he's facing another Zerg player. He's facing a TSL Zerg, so that's at the top right of the map in blue. Taking down 4 players already. He's 1 map short of all killing FXO. It is
GSTL Ragnarok!
That intro voice was ready to jump on here.
Yeah, it's pretty keen today.
Yeah. Well, so far, so good for Ragnarok, and the first build he's facing is an aggressive one. It will be a double barracks proxy, and the Overlord scouting pattern will actually just barely miss it.
Yeah, the Overlord might actually see it.
It's gonna be close, you know, and this is not a very forward barracks, it's just a slightly forward barracks.
Yeah, we don't have an 11-11, it is still a double barracks opening, and these are so strong. So many Zerg players die to a double barracks opening, and we'll find out how Ragnarok is gonna play it. The main question with this is, of course, always, how many SCVs do you pull as a Terran player?
And it looks like he's gonna miss it.
Yeah, he heads down to the bottom of the map. He wants to approach the Terran player's base at an angle.
The drone is just barely missing it, at least so far.
He sees it, but...
Oh, he sees it.
Now he knows, and he's like, oh, look at you. Double barracks, interesting. Let's see how Ragnarok is going to play this. If he is able to defend well, then things are looking grim for Gumiho.
Very much so. He spotted these so late because of how far away they are, in fact. So, yeah, he wasn't able to stop either of them from building or anything like that, but he's got the information he needs, and it's going to take a while to walk across the map. Probably see 2 more SCVs pulled for Gumiho. He could pull more, but I think 2 is what we're going to see. In fact, there's the 3rd one coming down now, and will he get a 4th? Looks like he's just going to stick with 3. This is a very scary situation, but Ragnarok has dealt with this before. We saw how well he dealt with that 2-gate proxy. I mean, he ended up losing the game, but he knows how to micro his drones, that's for sure.
I'm a little bit surprised that he doesn't pull more drones here, to be honest with you. He wants to force a cancel on the bunker, but he builds the spine crawler. He's not taking any chances here. If you get the spine crawler, this is exactly what he needs to do, but he's losing 1 drone, he's going to lose another one, and is he able to force the cancel on the bunker? Actually, no.
He did a lot of damage to it, but he misjudged it. You know, a few more drones would have actually allowed him to do what he wanted there, but he does not get it.
10 Zerglings. The Spine Crawler is in a good spot, though. But will he be able to make this work? There are 3 SCVs and with a good repair.
He will be able to just move into the bunker to the north, and I'm pretty sure that one also will hit the hatchery. So when he does that, then he'll have to move the Spine Crawler, and that's a danger moment. He's even making 3 now. I really like that choice.
This is going to get ugly. With the additional Spine Crawlers, Ragnarok is not taking any chances here, but still, this is dangerous with all the bunkers that we have, and Gumiho is taking an expansion now. The Harvester count is in his favor with 20 to 13. This is not looking too good for Ragnarok.
Oh wow, look at this micro. Gumiho, Nine-Tailed Fox, trying to grab onto that bunker, or onto that Spine Crawler.
Yeah, he's really making his magic work here. A really nice strategy. Now we have the double Spine Crawler in position, but look at the hit points of the hatch.
Starting to get really down there. He's got the Queen building energy. He has one transfuse available.
One transfuse.
He better use it.
That's all he got. He needs to use it. There it is.
But it's not necessarily going to be enough.
No, it won't. The hatch dies. The double barracks and the double command center is being built for Gumiho. This looks like we are going to see a pretty fast game, to be honest with you, Wolf.
Yeah, the Spine Crawlers here no longer useful. They are just annoying the bunkers like that girl who keeps poking you on Facebook that you don't really know that well. And 2 command centers going up on the main base. One is in the main, one's the natural, of course, for Gumiho. He is totally ahead at this point.
Yeah, if Gumiho does not completely sacrifice defenses now, he will be able to hold this. The hatch goes up once again, but it is so late. The 3 Spine Crawlers.
Wow, he moved them all at once.
Oh god, he can actually walk behind the mineral line if he wants to.
Yep. And there's too many links.
Yeah, the Zerglings are a little, yeah, too many of them. But the Harvester count now 23 to 19, but this double command center is just crazy. The expansion so delayed for Ragnarok.
You know what happens if you can't make this work as well? When you have your barracks proxied like this, you lose a ton of production when you have to lift them to move them. But Gumiho has not had to move them at all, so he's been able to make Marines back at home this entire time. No production loss. He's already up to 13 Marines right now. Harvester count is even. Of course, the Zerg player, the reason why the Zerg player wasn't able to make a lot of drones, but with 3 command centers, he's going to be able to bolster that count even further, plus triple mules.
Double engineering bay going for the upgrades. Ragnarok is playing from way behind. We've seen players try to go into a Baneling burst at this point, but with the barracks now placed down at the front, this is not gonna be it's not gonna be easy. It can still work, but it's unlikely.
It's almost impossible.
Roaches being the weapon of choice.
5 more drones, 6 more. That may be the last ones we're gonna see. He doesn't have a big problem when it comes to gas. It's mining from 2 refineries, or rather 2 extractors for some time. These Marines being out in the middle of the map, though, could be a liability. If he loses a lot of them to a Speedling attack, he's going to wish he weren't out there.
He's getting an overload here.
And that is
horrible, yes, exactly. In this scenario, every single unit counts, and now he's supply blocked. He already built 1, but now he has to start a 2nd. And yes, siege tanks are on the way. We will have siege mode. Roaches are not going to work. +1/+1 is on its way. We have 3 SCVs built at a time. There's the triple mule. This is horrible for Ragnarok. Couldn't be worse.
It could not be worse. And then like the garbage smashers start, and like it's like, oh okay. Like at this point, he's got a ton of lings that can't find the Marines.
Roach Baneling, that's what he's trying to pull off here. A Roach Baneling attack, but with the time, I mean, the siege tanks might just be able to have the siege upgrade, but the siege tanks alone are already very strong behind this wall. And
the Marines get home as well. So if he lost these Marines, it would have also been a little bit scarier, but he can't get them inside without a lift, but he knows the lings are too far away, so he can actually get away with it.
I would be really surprised if Gumiho is not able to hold with 2 siege tanks and siege mode.
He's even walling against the rocks.
With +1/+1, 2 siege tanks and siege mode, we should see Ragnarok yielding and surrendering.
This is not even a depot wall, this is a barracks wall.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out a situation where this could be worse for the Ragnarok, but I just can't.
Yeah, this is... I mean, he's moving in now, but the siege tanks are all getting the first shot off, and now Ragnarok looks at this and is like, well, siege tanks?
He's like, one siege tank, but actually there's 2 he doesn't even know. The siege tank move a little bit further back.
Yeah, just getting into a good position here so that the Overlord with the high ground vision cannot kill anything. Now even bunkers are being built. We have everything ready. +1/+1 is done. He's trying. But, well, pay for effort, but this is it. This is the end of the road for Ragnarok.
Roaches fall back, but where are they going?
There is no tech. His economy is looking at 35 harvesters against 56 triple CC. Even though the supply might look pretty even with 96 to 77, don't be fooled, guys. This game is essentially over. +2/+2 is on its way, whereas we now have the first evolution chambers being built.
Those roaches are like the saddest roaches I have ever seen. They are hoping that he GGs before the roaches run in so that they don't have to die. 2 more Commanders coming down, and well, I guess he wanted to test the water there one more time.
But I think right now the only thing that Gumiho really wishes for is an Overlord scouting his main base so that Ragnarok actually knows how far behind he is.
So Ragnarok finds himself like a zebra in a landmine here. He is toast.
There's no speed for these roaches. They are lucky that Stim is not done. Combat shield on its way. Stim nearly completed. +2/+2. Double command. Look at this production tab. It tells the story. I mean, right now we're having a quick look at the unit numbers, but this is already enough to tell you how far behind Ragnarok is. He just doesn't have anything.
Yep.
Trying to establish the third base is cute, but it's not gonna work.
It's cute, but it's wrong.
Ragnarok played awesome. He had a good run. He took down 4 players. He played so well today, but this opening that Gumiho chose in game number 6 was just too much for him to handle. The FXO Terran is going to win this game. There is no question about it.
Look at this position as well. He's not cutting any corners with how he attacks. He just does it in the most fortified way possible. His third is a little exposed here, but even if he lifts it,
The fact alone that he has a third. Another supply block. Stim is done. Yeah, there come the roaches.
nothing he does matters. Boom. GG.
Ragnarok is not prolonging this anymore. Gumiho takes a win and he denies the all kill.
Gotta be a tough feeling for Ragnarok. Yeah, his team is still on the lead here, but not getting the all kill makes you feel a little bit sad.
Yeah, but on the other hand, he had an awesome run. He showed us today that he is able to deal with the best, literally. And he also dealt with Tier, ASD and Joya. Yeah. That was well played, but Gumiho just was a bit too strong here. His double barracks opening did so much damage. And Symbol is actually just standing there and nodding like crazy. Are you going to see Symbol now?
Well, Coach Lee is...
You know, this is a situation where we could either see TSL being like a little bit, okay, we throw Center in first, give him a little bit of experience. We use a couple of players that we haven't seen so much in the boost just yet. Or TSL is just going, well, okay, you know what? Yeah, throwing the toughest opponents out right now in order to make this quick.
Out there, maybe you want to go eat dinner soon, or maybe Coach Lee forgot like his hamster in the toaster or something.
The problem is that you don't want to feed Gumiho lesser players. The more players he has to face, the more in the zone he will be. There's one argument out there that you are trying to tire out players by playing more games is, in my opinion, so ridiculous. No player that I've ever seen has actually confirmed it, because they play 14 hours a day sometimes. Well, maybe not 14, but 10. So playing a couple of games in the booth is nothing for these guys. Of course, you have to concentrate, but it's not going to be too tiresome if you face 3 or 4 opponents. So tiring Gumiho out is not going to be an issue. The bigger question is, will Gumiho get in this comfort zone where he can just play in the best mindset ever? So you want to have a couple of tough opponents.
Yeah. Well, the map... I'm going to click on this magnifying glass. Let's hope
Whirlwind?
Yep.
Yeah, Whirlwind.
I think it's time for the Mortal Kombat finish him move. Symbol.
Here we go. I'm liking it. Showing the big guns. It is Symbol up against Gumiho. Not taking any chances here. I really respect this decision. Throwing one of the best players out right from the start.
It's saying I'm not messing around. I want the win and I want it now. You know, there are some situations where you could have in other Team League formats. It's like, okay, well, we want to end as soon as possible because points matter here as far as how many wins and losses you have. we're not in a style of teammate or formats where we have groups where ties could happen. So it's just purely Coach Lee's just trying to send him out and end this. And Symbol probably just wants to play today. He probably said, I would like to play today. You know, there is a win counter for the season, and maybe Symbol wants to see if he can put his name a little bit more on that scoreboard as he did so well last season. Reverse all killing IM.
I really want to see what exactly the Symbol is up to now. If he's going to play some kind of aggressive style, or if he tries to play a long macro game on Wellman. Of course, this is a map where it's pretty tempting. It's just such a great map for Zerg in general. And we're still waiting for Symbol. As soon as he's ready, we will start the game. And now FXO with 2 points.
FXO with 2 points here, but you know, you need 5 points to make a star, and so far Symbol is going to be the top piece, I think. If Gumio cannot defeat him, which, you know, Gumio is a great player. I think he's still even underrated. But even if he beats Symbol on Symbol's map, it's not over.
Yeah.
He will have to face Polt, and he will also have to play against probably Shine as well.
I would say Hyun.
Or Hyun, yeah. Hyun as well. All three are possible.
Hyun has been killing Terrence online. He has been showing no mercy. He took down Alive. He actually took down Gumiho in the IPL Fight Club. So Hyun would also be a really good choice here.
I like what you're thinking there. Well, the players are not quite ready, as Symbol's still on the booth. I think he's just making sure his hotkeys are working. He's probably in a custom game right now. You can see the win rates for the map, slightly better for Symbol. Probably not too many games played, since they both have round percentages there.
Gumiho is just humming, talking, trying to get into the zone. He's playing the same matchup that he just played a few minutes ago.
We talked about it earlier, but this is not how it was planned to be. This is not how it was supposed to be. And we talked about how smart Choi is and how the decisions of FXOpen oftentimes are the reason why they are able to advance. And in this case, you know, the decisions they want, the plan that they had is now in ruins, and it's up to Gumiho to put the pieces back together and get them ahead in this series, take that win. He's going to have to defeat so many more players, 3 more to be precise. That's a lot. That's a big burden on his shoulder. He's already gotten one of them.
Both of them now just setting up the game. You could actually see that Gumiho was looking at the camera at one of the admins and asking if there's a break right now, because so far Symbol did not join the lobby, but he will in just a second. Just before we left the player shot, Symbol was plugging his earpieces in, and I think that he will join the lobby momentarily, and then we're good to go. And this is going to be a pretty cool game right now. On a big map like this, you can of course play a really laid-back style as a Zerg player, but we've seen so many roach attacks on this map, especially when a Terran player decides to go mech. You have this window of opportunity where you can hit him with a huge roach attack and make sure that he will never really be able to get this army composition. Gumiho, on the other hand, he's also known for tricky openings, and we've seen him with the double barracks against Ragnarok. It worked really well. Kind of doubt that he's using the same strategy against Symbol, but it will definitely be a very interesting match. Probably, it could be the best today.
I think that we will see Gumiho try to play pretty straight up, take some risks though, like getting the fast E-base and the fast third, like we saw ASD try to do. What I don't think we'll see is, as you said, on a big map like this 4-player map, double barracks, I don't think we'll see double factory Hellions, and I don't think we'll see mech. Not on a map like this. It's too wide open. It's very difficult to play that style.
Wellman is actually one of the maps where we've seen mech really often lately.
MVP loves to use mech on this map, for example.
Yeah, a lot of players have been deciding that on this map, mech is actually a good choice, and for quite a lot of them it was true, but it's going to be interesting to see what's going on in this game. I think it wasn't... Didn't MVP use it against Life as well on this map?
Yeah.
It was one of the games that he lost.
He also used it against Suho Shin as well. Suho Shin, I was able to beat him, though, with a roach attack.
MVP against Symbol rather than MKP against Life. I'm actually mixing the two up right now. One of them used the mech style on the map. I can't put my finger on it. I just watched the games. I mean,
I know the game you're talking about,
week,
but I can't.
I don't know which one of the two it was. So I think they're having a break.
Yeah, so you guys
still in the booth. Let me have a look.
You guys can take this opportunity to follow us on Twitter, actually, at ProxyWolf and at Calder. You know, open a new tab. And if you want to click on that tab button, I'll tell you a tip. There's a shortcut for that. Usually on most browsers, Control-T. If you're using a Mac, you can press Command and then T.
Windows tricks with
If you have a weird keyboard, you may use a different button. If you don't have a T on your keyboard, that's pretty weird. You probably need a new keyboard.
What he tries to say, follow us on Twitter. Proxy Wolf, Caldor, and Symbol is here.
Yeah. Tweet at us, actually. If you're eating something right now, what are you eating? Tweet at ProxyWolf and at Caldor.
Tweet at ProxyWolf.
Also, tell Rhett what you're eating right now. Tweet at Liquid Rhett. He may be sleeping. I don't know what he's doing right now, but
He's probably
he would
watching.
love to know.
He's watching, of course.
He would love to know what you guys are eating right now.
I highly doubt that.
You know, how funny would it be if you have Rhett waking up in the morning with all these tweets about what people are eating? That would be interesting. So I hope he's not watching right now. I hope that you guys tweet at Liquid Rhett what you are eating right now.
Oh, God.
What you're watching right now is the GSTL. Symbol is ready. The last player for FXOpen is Gumiho.